Hello everyone, my name is Simran and I'm going to teach you mathematics. In the last class students, we have completed our chapter number 2 with its 2.7 exercises. Alright students, so today we will be starting a very new chapter of your syllabus, that is chapter number 3, also called data handling. Okay students, so in this particular exercise we'll be having the handling of data. It means we'll be having the proper interpretation of data, the usefulness of data. Okay, in this particular chapter we are going to study how can we organize the data and how can we write the mean, median, mode and range of the data. Alright students, so today is the introductory class of this chapter. Okay students, so let's start. So students, when I talk about the handling of data, so by data handling, the first step of handling the data means the collection of data. For handling a proper data, firstly what you need to do, you need to collect the data, right? If I am just saying to you, just tell me the marks obtained by your class in mathematics. Alright students, then by this statement I mean I want to collect the data of your class. Alright students, so firstly for any type of data interpretation, handling or finding out anything, you need to collect the data. Okay, on the basis of what you can do the measuring things. Alright students, so first important thing is collecting data. First you are collecting data and after that what you do? You just organize the data. Okay students, you just organize the data. For example, if Rahul is saying to me that ma'am I have got 40 marks out of 50, if Rita is saying that ma'am I have got 28 marks out of 50, so for proper organization I means that I'll be having that particular marks in ascending order or descending order, in the tabular form, something like that. Okay, firstly I'll need to organize the data properly. Okay, third thing that I need to do, third thing that I'll be doing is representative values. Okay, by representative values means then after I have just organized the data, then I'll just say to other teacher that the average score of my class in mathematics is 40 for example. So by this average what I mean that it is the central tendency, okay, of my class, okay, of the data of my class. Alright students, so representative value means a value that is representing the whole data. Alright students, so firstly we need to collect the data, then we need to organize the data, and by organization we'll get the representative value. Alright students, in the representative values, alright students, that is average, we have the term arithmetic mean. Arithmetic mean means students that you are having the mean of the number of items. Okay, suppose I am given the marks of any 5 students of your class in mathematics. Okay, then what I need to do to find the arithmetic mean, I'll just add the individual 5 marks of these 5 kids upon the number of students that I'm considering. Alright students, so formula for finding of the arithmetic mean is equals to the sum of all observations upon the number of observations. Alright students, so by arithmetic means we mean that we are finding out the average, that is equals to sum of all observations upon the number of observations. Alright students, so now students will be solving some examples regarding these particular questions. Okay students, so the first example that we are going to solve is Ashish studies for 4 hours, 5 hours and 3 hours respectively on 3 consecutive days. Okay, this is what? This is the data collected. Firstly the collection of data, right? So Ashish studies for 4 hours, 5 hours and 3 hours respectively on 3 successive days. How many days data is given to us? 3 days data is given to us. Okay students, so how many hours does he study daily on the average? So we have to find the average, a representative value of these things. Alright students, we have to find the average. Okay students, so how many hours he is studying on the consecutive days, that is 3 consecutive days, that is Ashish studies for 4 hours in one day. Okay students, Ashish studies for 5 hours in second day. Alright students, and Ashish studies for 3 hours in third day. Alright students, so what we need to do now, we have to find the average. Okay, on daily basis what is the average of his study. Okay, we need to find out this thing. Okay, So finding out the average, the formula is, students, sum of observation upon number of observations, right students? Alright students, now by sum of observations we mean that these three things, okay students, 4, 5 and 3. What he is studying in first day, what he is studying in the second day, and what he is studying in the third day, okay? So for in the first day he is studying for 4 hours, then 5 hours and then 3 hours. And number of observation means how many number of observations are given to you, that is 3 days, okay? So upon 3. 4 plus 5 is equals to 9 and 9 plus 3 is equals to 12. So 12 divided by 3 is equals to 4. 4 hours daily. So what is the average of Ashish? Okay, when I say that Ashish is studying 4 hours on the daily basis as an average, what it means? That almost 4 hours he is studying daily. Some days he is not studying that particular 4 hours. It may be somewhat less and somewhat more. Alright students, by the average we mean this thing. Now looking at another example, that is example number 2. A batsman scored the following number of runs in 6 innings. These are the runs given of a batsman in 6 innings, okay? Calculate the mean runs scored by him in an inning. We have to find the mean, okay, arithmetic mean of one inning, okay? So firstly students, 6 number of innings are given to us, okay students? Now we need to find out the mean, okay? So mean is equals to, what is the formula for finding out the mean? Sum of observations upon the number of the observations. Number of observations. Now students, sum of observations, that means we have to just take the sum of these things, 36 plus 35 plus 50 plus 46 plus 60 and plus 55, and upon the number of observation means 6 innings, okay students? So it is 6. Now you need to have the sum of these all, okay? 36 plus 35 is equals to 71. 71 plus 50 is equals to 121, right students? This is 121, and what is the sum of these three? 46 plus 60 is equals to 106. 106 plus 55 is equals to 106 plus 55 upon 6, okay students? Now 121 plus 106 is equals to 227 plus 55 upon 6. 227 plus 55 is equals to 282 upon 6, okay? You have to find the division of this, okay? 282 divided by 6. 6 into 4 is equals to 24. 4 is the remainder, then 2, 7, okay students? So 47 runs, okay students? So 47 runs is the average or the mean run scored by this batsman in one inning, okay students? It may be possible that he is scoring more in any particular inning, and it is also possible that he is scoring somewhere less than these runs in any particular innings, alright students? But the average of this batsman in an inning based upon these is 47 runs, alright students? Looking at another example, that is example number 3, range. Firstly students, by this range, what we mean? This is a question based upon this particular concept, alright students? Students, range is something, okay, range is a data which tells us the difference between the highest value and the lowest value, alright students? Range is equals to highest observation minus the lowest observation, alright students? This is called the range of the data, alright students? Just keep this thing or the formula in your mind, okay? Range is equals to the highest observation minus the lowest observation. Okay, students? Now, the example number 3. What is this example? The ages in year of 6 teachers of a school are 32, 41, 28, 54, 35, 26, 23, 33, 38 and 40. Okay, students? These are the ages in years of 10 teachers. Okay, students? Sum of observation will be this. Okay? Adding these things. And what is the number of observation? That is 10. Okay? Now, the first part, student. What is the age of the oldest teacher and that of the youngest teacher? Okay, students, what is the age of the youngest teacher? Firstly, tell me this thing. Just look at these ages, okay, given of 10 teachers, and then tell me what is the age of youngest teacher. 32, 41, 28, 54, 35, 26, 23. Okay, 23. Anything that is lesser than this 23 is not here. Okay, so the youngest teacher is 23 years old. Okay, students, the age of the youngest teacher is 23 years old. Okay, and you have to tell me the age of the oldest teacher. Okay, just have a look at this. Age of oldest teacher is equals to 32, 41, 28, 54. Anything above 54? Not here. So 54 is the age of your oldest teacher. Okay, students? So oldest teacher is 54 years old. Okay, students? Now the next part. What is the range of the ages of the teacher? Now you have to calculate the range. Okay? What is the formula of range? Highest observation minus lowest observation. Okay, so basically for finding out the range, what you need to do, you have to just keep in your mind that what is the age of the oldest teacher and what is the age of the youngest teacher. Okay, and then you will just make a difference of these two, and then you will be finding out the range of the data. Okay, so students, range is equals to highest age minus the lowest age. Lowest age is students 23 and highest age is students 54. So 54 minus 23 is your range. Okay. So range is equals to 54 minus 23 is 31 years. Okay. So range is equals to 31 years. Alright, students. The next thing. What is the mean age of these teachers? Now you have to find out the mean. For finding out the mean, the formula is mean is equals to sum of the ages of the teachers upon the number of the teachers. Alright, students. Now you need to find out the sum of these all. 32 plus 41 plus 28 plus 54 plus 35 plus 26 plus 23 plus 33 plus 38 plus 40 upon 10. Okay. You just need to find out the sum of these all. 32 plus 41 is equals to 73, right? 28 plus 54 is equals to 82. Alright, students. 35 plus 26 is equals to 61. 23 plus 33 is equals to 56. 38 plus 40 is equals to 78 upon 10. Okay. Now just take 2. Okay. What is this? 155 plus 117 and this 78 upon 10. Okay, students. Now these things. By adding these two, 155 plus 117, 272 will be obtained. 272 plus 78 upon 10. Okay. What is the answer of this thing? 8 plus 2 is equals to 10, then 1 is a carry, 7 plus 7 is equals to 14, and that 1 carry 15, okay, and 1 carry, and 2 plus 1 is equals to 3. 350 upon 10, so 350 divided by 10 is equals to 35. So 35 years is the mean age of these 10 teachers. Alright students, so this was all about the examples of exercise number 3.1. Alright students, in the next class we will be discussing the questions of exercise number 3.1. Till then students, do practice at your home. We will be meeting in your next class doing the rest of the exercise. Alright students, have a nice day all of you. Bye bye.